Welcome back to another video with the Volvo sleeper build, proudly brought to you by eBay. Now, I know you're expecting me to hide in the tires, but unfortunately, these all have wheels on them. So unless I got them all dismounted, I'm not getting in those. But anyway, did you guys know that eBay has over 65 million car parts listed for sale on their website? Enough to do an engine conversion, a axle conversion, a drivetrain conversion, a turbo kit with crazy wastegates and intercooler and all these things. eBay has everything you could possibly need to build something crazy like this. So if you're looking to build something crazy this winter, check them out. Link in the description down below. Now in the last video, we got the turbo kit for this thing 99% completed. In this video, we are going to shift our focus from engine-based stuff to the other things needed to get this project running and driving. These are the parts for today. We've got a Wilwood clutch pedal, Wilwood clutch master cylinder, shift boot, and a shift knob. We also have a clutch line and a little fitting to get the clutch hydraulics working. May not look like a lot of parts, may not look like a lot of work, but gonna be a decent amount of work. We have to mount the pedal underneath there. This wasn't automatic, so it didn't have a clutch pedal. Then we have to make the shifter, get the shift boot in there, and then we have to run the line and bleed the clutch and see how the clutch works, because quite frankly, I still don't know if it's gonna work, because it's a Corvette clutch on a CTSV engine. But that's why we're gonna get started right away to figure it out. In order to work in the wheel well over there, I'm gonna get the car on the ground, on its wheels, push it forward a little bit. When it's on the lift, I can't open the door, so that would not be comfortable. Cleared out a bit down there. Looks like, yeah. So this right here is probably where the clutch pedal was mounted on the factory manual ones. And it's a nice thick piece of steel. I mean, that's like perfect. I don't even need to cut the brake pedal. Like the brake pedal is small enough. A little high, and this pedal has a lot of holes so you can move it around, but it doesn't have a hole so you can move it down, which to me is kind of dumb. I'm probably gonna have to make my own plate and then move it down is probably what I'm gonna have to do. Maybe we can even get a little rubber pad for it too. That'd be awesome. So what you saw there was I was making a different actual pedal not the arm, but the pedal. I had a rubber pedal cover sitting in my parts bin. Built a little metal plate for it, an adapter to lower it and put it off to the left a little bit more. Boom. It's perfect. It's still like a tad higher than the other pedals, but it's way better. Much more natural. My entire foot goes onto it. So now I just need to paint it and we're all good. I think next up is shifter. You know, there's a lot of you guys that are commenting, asking, why am I using a stick shift, a manual transmission? Automatics are faster, they're more consistent. I get that, I understand it would be faster with an auto, but I love stick shift. And this car is gonna be more than just a drag strip only car. I'm gonna street drive it a lot, gonna take it on road trips, gonna probably do drifting with it and all sorts of crazy stuff. I think the fun factor and the challenge factor of a stick shift is way more important than just being faster. So that's why I went with a stick shift. I know it's gonna be slower, but it's gonna be way more fun. So yeah, this is the little shifter I made. It's a bolt with the proper thread size, welded to a piece of solid steel with the little bolt pattern on it. Here down will be covered with the shift boot. So let's go ahead and see how it feels. I got the most factory looking shift knob. Unfortunately, it's gray. There's no gray in here. It's either blue or black. And it was kind of expensive because it's like an LEM one, but. Okay, so this is neutral. Shoot! I built the shifter when it was in fourth. That's unfortunate. Oh well, still works. Ooh, it feels good. It's a little bit too far forward though since I built it with it in fourth. How did I do that? How did I do that? Ugh. There's an easy fix I can do to fix the angle. I can just do another slot, bend it back a little bit. So I'll do that real quick. Pull the power steering off to figure out what fittings I needed. Oh, I just dropped power steering fluid on my nice boots. Bruh. But yeah, I needed to do that to figure out what fittings I needed to adapt the GM power steering pump to the Volvo power steering rack. Thankfully, it's all banjo bolts, so I'll just do the banjo bolts and then make some custom AN lines, and we'll be all good. A couple of you guys have asked if we're gonna be doing AC on the car. For now, we will not be doing AC, but I think in the future we might try to make it happen. What we can worry about is the hydraulics for the clutch. I got the fitting, so let's put this in and try to bleed the clutch. So here are the clutch lines. We got our bleeder line. This is a -4A line to feed the slave cylinder. Right here we've got my -3A line, and then we got a -4 to -3 adapter, and then the fitting on the master cylinder is a -3 fitting. I gotta say, I'm super excited to feel this clutch because nothing on this clutch system is factory. We've got an aftermarket Wilwood master cylinder. We've got a Tilton slave cylinder, solid lines all throughout, and an upgraded clutch. So I think the clutch feel on this thing is gonna feel awesome. So I kinda have to be careful because this clutch pedal can overextend. The thrust bearing can pop out of the slave inside the transmission if it's pushed too far. And that would be bad, so we'd have to drop the transmission to fix it. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to bleed the system and then make a clutch stopper that stops the clutch pedal 1/8 of an inch after the clutch disengages. I believe the clutch is bud because there's no air coming out of the system, but with the clutch pedal all the way down, it doesn't disengage. I'm gonna try adjusting the pedal so there's more travel. The pedal really only feels like it's touching the clutch spring at the bottom of its travel. So hopefully I just need to give it more travel. Hopefully it has nothing to do with the fact that it's a Corvette clutch. So after messing around with it for a while, I did eventually get the clutch to disengage. So at the very bottom of the clutch pedal travel, the clutch disengages. Now the problem, if you notice, is that in order to do that, I had to raise the clutch, so it added more travel. But now the clutch pedal is about 2 inches closer to me than any of the other pedals. It's way too close. So to fix that, I went ahead and ordered a master cylinder with a bigger bore, and that will push more fluid and require less stroke to disengage the clutch, I believe. So that will allow us to remove some of the travel in the clutch pedal while still being able to disengage the clutch. That will increase the pedal weight a little bit, so it'll be a little bit harder to push the clutch, but no big deal. The clutch feel right now is really awesome because, like I said, everything's aftermarket. It is certainly pretty sweet. We've got a stick shift Volvo T56, baby. And this shifter, it's notchy. You gotta manhandle it, but it does feel awesome. I feel like it's gonna be easy to bang gears. And it looks freaking OEM. Same with the pedal. Like, it is a Wilwood pedal and it's a little sus, but it looks pretty stock, you know, from quick glances. Well, that's pretty much all I got for today. We got the clutch system figured out, got the clutch pedal in there, the shifter in there. The new master cylinder will take a couple days to get here. When it gets here, we'll put that in, bleed the system, adjust the clutch so it's all good. And we also got the power steering system figured out. I ordered all the parts I needed for that. I'm pretty sure I have every part needed to finish this car ordered or actually in my possession. So that's awesome. In the next video, we're going to probably do some reinforcement on the chassis so it doesn't destroy itself the first time we push 600 horsepower through it. You know, some of the brackets in the rear are a little thin. And then if that goes well, we have the fuel system. I mean, it's literally fuel system, electrical, putting everything together, and we're done. So that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for your support. If you want to watch that next video, you can click up there. If you want to buy some merch, you can also click up there. If you want to buy some car parts, check out eBay in the description, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys. Goodbye.